name is Rebecca Band.
Hi, this video will present our findings regarding inclusion at Kidman Park Primary School. Established in 1967, Kidman Park presents information regarding their learning centre, their assistance dog Apollo, as well as their policies and procedures, which presents information regarding bullying prevention and positive behaviour guidelines.
Kidman Park Primary School represents the learning environment as a third teacher. Inspired by Aurelio Emilio, the classroom and while school environments are designed as catalysts of creativity and exploration of natural colours, diverse materials and intriguing textures encourage independence and positive learning choices from students. Each classroom fosters collaboration and engagement, featuring open-ended areas that spark curiosity. The teachers are encouraged to present dynamic provocations that change based on the current learning goals and students' interests, which unites excitement in various subjects. All resources are easily accessible to students, promoting autonomy in students' learning journeys. The well-being of students is a priority with a sensory of regulation areas available, allowing for self-regulation in the classroom. Additionally, they provide flexible seating arrangements to accommodate diverse learning styles, encouraging students to explore various workplaces and engage actively in inquiry and hands-on learning experiences. The use of both a learning centre designed for students with disabilities and the inclusion of support within the mainstream education environment is greatly related to Chapter 1, Inclusive Education for the 21st Century. Theory, Policy and Practice by Linda Graham as she presents the notion of diversity as a strength.
An inclusive orientation at Kidman Park is clearly a priority as they present many aspects of their philosophies and dispositions through their website and to their staff, students and families. The values of the school reflect that of an inclusive, engaging and challenging environment that is supportive to all children. The Learning Centre provided at Kidman Park displays their support and embrace towards children with disabilities, as well as their commitment to full involvement and accessibility, which is visible through the learning environments which foster each child's agency and engagement in their own learning. The support from educators and the environment shows just how important well-being and behaviour management and assistance is at Kidman Park, which once again aligns with Linda Graham as she discusses the school's responsibility to adjust the learning environment where necessary. The frameworks used are great for building a supportive community within the school, as well as teach students and families and staff to have a positive attitudes and behaviour towards all students. Kidman Park currently has an enrolment of around 480 students. This includes a unit for students with severe and multiple disabilities. The school offers a variety of rich and diverse programs which focus on the development of the whole child using a Walker learning pedagogy and inquiry-based learning, which is in the early years is play-based, then moves to project-based work in middle and primary years. Some of the key priorities at Kidman Park Primary School include inquiry-based learning, which is embedded across the school from Foundation to Year 6, investigation, which is prioritised from Foundation to Year 2, education research project, which is presented from Year 3 through to Year 6. Digital technologies are incorporated into the classroom and used across the curriculum. Student agency, which is presented through inquiry-based learning, sustainable development goal projects, and student action teams, which are altered yearly depending on the school's focus and the teaching staff specialties. There is a strong focus on student well-being through restorative practices and the Berry Street model, which cultivate and build positive relationships while creating a safe and inclusive learning environment for all. The flexible learning spaces available help develop the Australian curriculum's general capabilities and 21st century learning skills, including collaboration, self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and social management. Strong literacy programs are influenced by the simple view of reading, the science of reading, and the Big Six. Specialist learning areas include Japanese, performing arts, physical education, and intervention programs including speech and language groups, mini-lit, mac-lit, and Umicon intervention. The implementation of these practices and pedagogies reflect Linda Graham's inclusive education in the 21st century, as universal design for learning and differentiated learning are greatly present throughout her research.
Autism Inclusive Teacher Initiative at Kidman Park Primary School. The Autism Inclusion Teacher Initiates in South Australia have improved inclusive education at Kidman Park Primary School. This program supports students with autism and fosters an ethical learning environment. The AIT enhances teachers' expertise and promotes inclusive through developing expertise learning about autism and inclusive practices, mentoring and support, guiding teachers in effective strategies for autism students, networking, collaborating with others AITs to share insights, data analysts using evidence based on practice to understand autism, collaboration working with students and families to incorporate diverse perspectives. The key benefits are promotes inclusion for all students, engages personalised learning strategies, provide targeted support through reasonable adjustments, facilitates professional development for teachers, strengthens students' social and emotional learning. The AIT has helped creative supportive learning environments by addressing physical, sensory, and social needs, promoting positive peer interaction, and assisting students with transitions. Tools like the zone of regulation support emotional regulation and raise autism awareness through this initiative. Kidman Park Primary School sets a high standard for inclusive education across South Australia.